Hey everybody, Kathy here with Paint Pouring by Kathleen Miller. Today I am using some new paints that I have not used before, and they are the new ColourArte Textured Metallics and the ColourArte Just Metallic paints. But I'm going to show you the difference in these paints because there's a huge difference. This one is just the metallic one, and as you can see, it's runny. So when you mix up your paint with the metallic, you need to put a little bit more of the metallic one in your pouring medium compared to the texture, because you'll be amazed when you see the difference.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's so thick, it doesn't even, so you don't need a lot of the textured paint in your pigments. I mean, in your pouring medium. If you do get it a little bit thick, just add some Josana varnish and that'll thin it out.
Okay, so these are metallics and textures from DecoArte.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
So I am trying those out today, and of course, everybody knows me, I have to add some ColourArte pigments to my creations. So I have a bunch of colors here because I wanted to use these DecoArte metallics and the textured. So I'm doing Blue Bayou pigment, Sunflower pigment.
The ColourArte pigment, right?
Correct. ColourArte primary element pigments. This is the DecoArte textured metallic deep turquoise. This is the DecoArte metallic sterling silver. This is the French lilac and the iris petal ColourArte pigment. This is the DecoArte just the metallic deep sapphire. DecoArte gold 24 karat. DecoArte texture metallic teal green. DecoArte pewter textured metallic. And this is the DecoArte metallic garnet.
I hope everybody memorized that. I know I'm going to have that, all those in the description box, so don't worry about it. They'll all be in there.
I'm thinking anybody memorizes it, you're going to have to memorize it because you're going to be putting it on the thing for everybody.
I wrote it down so I won't forget.
Well, that's a good thing. This is our Blue Bayou ColourArte primary element pigment.
This is a 12-inch round, correct?
Correct. 12-inch round.
You're doing the
drizzle,
the
swipe, the wreck, and the spin.
Very good. Now,
and before I forget, what color is my cell activator, Phil?
Black.
You got it.
This should be interesting. I can't wait to see how those DecoArte texture and metallics go with the ColourArte pigments and so forth. So.
I know, because I went downstairs today and I brought all of them downstairs and I said to Phil, what do you think about me doing this today? And he goes, well, what is it? I go, it's all the DecoArte metallic and the textured paints. He goes, oh, that might be really cool. So I figured, yeah, why not give it the old college try? Because I've never used these, so I can't tell you what it's going to look like. They're all brand new. Just got them in the mail the other day. The only one I have used is the DecoArte 24 karat gold. I've used that before, and I really like that. So I thought, well, why not try the textured ones and see how that goes? But you can see the textured is really, really thick.
That's a textured one, okay.
No, this is a metallic.
Okay, more bad information.
This
Sorry
is
about
just the
that.
metallic sterling silver.
Okay, all right.
The last one was the textured deep turquoise.
So what you did is you basically thinned that out to get it to the consistency of your others? Is that what you did?
No, I didn't do that, but that's why I mentioned if it's too thick to use the Josana varnish. From doing this so often, I know the consistency, so
Well, that's what I just...
yeah, I very seldom have to
I know you did
thin
it from your experience
Exactly.
to get it to the right consistency.
Correct.
Okay.
But if it gets too thick, you know, just use the Josana varnish to thin it. It's not going to hurt it. And if it gets too thin, just add more of the paint. This is the French Lilac Pigment. This is pretty.
Yeah, that is
I
a
love
really
this.
nice color.
I wasn't going to add the pigments in this, and I thought, I can't go without pigments.
That's true. We use pigments a lot as either all or part of the colors.
Correct.
And
Now this is the ColourArte Just Metallic Deep Sapphire.
okay.
This one's pretty dark. We might not want to put a lot in there.
Yeah, I would say be careful with the getting too dark.
Yeah, because sometimes it can get pretty dark. Okay, this is going to be the ColourArte 24 Karat Gold, which I love this. Now sometimes you lose it, so you want to leave this one actually a little thicker. You want to leave your gold thicker because it really fades.
Or it kind of maybe gets lost in the other.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Then we have to go out into the forest and find it. Or into my mishmash here. Okay, on to the ColourArte. This is the textured metallic. And as you can see,
that's the textured.
and you can see, because see the texture?
Yes. Yes, it's much thicker.
And this is the teal green. But yeah, it's pretty thick, so you want to make it, you want to make that run off your stick and leave a little mound, because it's very, very thick. These colors might be really pretty together. Okay, this is the ColourArte Textured Pewter. And I'm not saying how thick it is, but I want Phil to show you on the top of, you can see the texture on the top of the cup.
Yeah, you can see the ripples and stuff in there because it doesn't disappear into itself very easily.
That's because it's texture. And I don't know what this color is going to look like. Pewter. I have no clue whatsoever. It's like a gray blue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put too much of that in either.
No.
Okay, the last one is Garnet. I'm only putting a little bit of this in just for a contrast because I think it's going to overtake the blues and stuff.
Well, it should give, wherever it pops up, it should look nice.
Hopefully.
It's a pretty color.
It's a beautiful color. Okay, that's it. We're done with the drizzle. On with the swipe.
I have to say, Kathy, this is one of your best mishmashes you've done.
It is. It is.
At this stage of the game, you're a mishmash.
I'm going to get a shirt that says mishmash. 5 of hearts coming up, Phil.
Okay. No wonder I couldn't get my solitaire to work. I was looking for that 5 of hearts the whole time. It never came up.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because you are the Joker.
Oh, that's real good. That's real good.
I couldn't resist. I could not resist that, Phil. I had to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know me.
No, you didn't really have to, but
I had to.
You wanted to.
Oh, I did. When I saw that Joker...
You were saving that one up just to get me.
I was. When I saw that, when I took that out, I'm thinking, I'm leaving that one right on the top. We're just going to have Phil be the little Joker.
Got a lot of great colored cells coming up.
Yeah, there really is, isn't there? This might be really, really pretty.
I'm glad you added that last color, which was
The garnet?
The garnet, because that's bringing up some nice garnet cells.
Well, that's good. Yeah, because sometimes the reds are just, they can be really overpowering.
You do have to be careful, but if you get just the right amount, it's a very good accent to what's out there. Because you had, you know, several blues going, and this is a good counterbalance to that.
It worked out good. Worked out pretty darn well. I'm doing my Joker now, Phil.
I bet that works the best. Look at that. Can't tell me it's Jokers.
Yes, you do work pretty well, Phil. I must say so myself.
Got to get a close-up of that Joker at work.
Oh my gosh. Don't have too much more.
Nope.
Hope everybody's having a good Memorial Day.
Oh, that's right. It is Memorial Day, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah. And it's getting pretty hot here. Today it's 95, but starting tomorrow in Arizona here, it's going to be in the hundreds, which I am not looking forward to that.
Just to kind of mention this again, I know I've mentioned it a couple of times. With Kathy, she likes to pretty much swipe over the whole canvas with the cell activator, and she gently swipes. You're just trying to take that cell activator and swipe it gently over the paints and pigments and metallics and textures and whatever else is on there to create the chemical reaction that produces these cells and so forth. And so this is exactly what she's trying to do, is just getting tons and tons of cells of different colors at this stage.
And it's working. It's definitely working.
Because what the spin does, and that's the reason it's an important part of this technique, is it takes these cells and it expands them, and without really deforming them and so forth, or running them together. It just makes a very nice effect. So that's what we're hoping happens with this.
Sometimes you never know. And you don't want to have these rivers. You really don't want to have those rivers.
There's a little river there. Now, the reason you got to be careful with something like that, which Kathy calls the river, is that, as I mentioned, when you spin the canvas, everything expands. You want the cells to expand, but it also expands any, of these what we call rivers, or any blotches of paint that may be sitting on there. So you may want that to happen anyways, which is fine, but
I just don't like that. That's just my
Kathy
personal.
prefers not to have that on the finished product.
But that's just my preference. Okay. All right. Now, we're moving on to the wrecking.
Right. So now we've got the swiping done, and Kathy's going to do a little wrecking with us.
You know what? We might have a little problem with that expanding.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I want to get rid of that.
Even a spot that small can be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, some people might like that, but that's just my personal opinion. I just don't like a lot of things like that. So, okay.
So you've got your little stick there, pointy stick.
Got my little stick, Phil.
And she does a little swirly gigs through there. And as you can see, what it does, it creates some nice little patterns.
Swirly gigs. Now that's a new one.
And you want just enough of this wrecking to give some added interest to the painting, but you don't want to overdo it. Well, maybe you do want to overdo it, which is fine. If you like a lot of swirls in your finished painting, that's fine too.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
When I babble on about this stuff to you, I'm kind of telling you how Kathy prefers it, but certainly you can experiment with whatever you want to do to it. There's no wrong or right way to do this.
No, there isn't. Okay, so
look how cool that is, just from that little pointy stick.
Okay,
Okay, now we're ready for the grand finale spin, huh?
We're ready for the spinneroo and do your magic, baby. Okay, here we go. Stand back, Phil. You got your good shorts on. A lot of pink coming off that canvas. Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's really pretty. That's really pretty.
You're going to spin it the other way once?
Yeah. I always forget which way. You can tell I'm not a lefty. Ooh, that's still flying. Oh, that's pretty. Whoa, baby.
Look at this.
Oh, is that pretty?
See how that wreck line expanded that she did? Those are those wrecking lines from that little bitty stick. And it just makes a wonderful effect.
Oh, you know.
And all those little cells, how they expanded. You can see how they expanded but kept their colorations and so forth. That's exactly what you want.
I'm glad I added that garnet.
Yes. Yes.
It added just enough color with the blues.
It did.
This is beautiful. I love these paints. Go and get these ColourArte texture and the metallics. These are beautiful. I can't wait to see this dry.
And of course, ColourArte pigments are
beautiful.
Also beautiful to add into any of your paintings.
Well, you can tell I love the ColourArte primary elements because it's in every creation that I make. I mean, I don't ever make anything without my ColourArte primary elements, the pigments. I'm thrilled to death with this. Right. I love it. I think it turned out great. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel. And if I can help you in any way, I'm here to help you, so don't be afraid to ask me. And I hope everyone has a great day. And if you are subscribed to our channel, thank you very much. We love all of you. So until the next time, have a happy Memorial Day. Bye.